Welcome back, and this week we're getting stuck into a busy episode with plenty of digging, a bit of science, land clearing, and even a rare sighting of Gav cracking a smile. So whilst we started some big projects in the house, we're just not quite ready to share them yet. So we thought, what better way to welcome all of our new followers and kicking off the year than with some wholesome septic tank content. Now I'll be honest, human waste disposal is not something that we've ever really given much thought to. However, since the farm isn't connected to a main sewer system, it turns out this isn't something you can simply overlook. We have no idea how old our current system is, but what we do know is that it's no longer up to regs, and if we have any hope of getting planning permission through for changing the cottage into accommodation, we would need to get this system up to date. So in order to do this, last November an engineer came out to visit the farm. He recommended a location for a new treatment plant which would take into account the new environmental requirements, and then a series of test pits were dug and filled with water. This was to see how well the soil drained and if it would be up to this oh so important task. The survey wasn't going to be cheap, and to save a bit of money we agreed to take on the testing side of the process. Let's be honest, Gav was never going to turn down the opportunity to take a day off work to play around on a digger. However, what we hadn't quite bargained for was how obsessed Seren would become with the digger.
So what do we have to do?
So we've dug the trial pits for the septic tank. We need to measure, well, one of them's 300 mil deep, which is that mark. But we need to measure how quickly the water drains from 75% down to 25%. So we time that, and then that tells us how quick or slow it drains.
Okay, let's do this.
Also, for some context, our glamorous model will show you where our current septic tank is, and now where the proposed site for the new treatment plant is.
So we've got to do it 40 metres away from a water source. So we've got a stream that runs along the bank there and then another stream that runs behind the house, so that's why we've had to come all the way over here. Which is a bit annoying.
Because of the Welsh government regs, haven't they? They've changed that it needs to be...
I don't know.
No, the survey man was telling us that it was about the phosphate levels, and that the regs have changed that recently. The Welsh government have changed them, so it's more strict than it used to be.
So the rest of our day was spent filling up our trial pits and taking a log of how quickly they drained. I'll be honest though, apart from logging the water halfway across the farm, we really quite enjoyed the whole process.
Seren. Alright, see how this goes.
So we can check. I can't really see, but I think it's gone down about halfway, which is good. It's hole 2. Oh, well. That's really good.
Okay, fill the hole. Oh my god. Ugh.
Whilst it is really annoying that this is going to have to be such a big and expensive job, I've got to admit that now I have a better understanding of how these things work. It does make quite a lot of sense to ensure that they are a decent distance away from any rivers or streams.
Being a good girl, Saren. Being a good girl. Oh. Because you weren't a very good girl earlier today, were you? You did a jump up on the man. Got him all muddy. He was raging. He was raging, wasn't he? But you're going to be good now. Okay. Right. Let's see. Oh! Oh yeah, it is.
And so all that was left to do was submit the results, and we're waiting to hear if we've got the green light.
Yeah. That is what time? So it's only the lines there. So it's well under. Okay.
But as always in a place like this, there's never just one job to do. And we have a number of dead trees on the land, and as one was very close to our now deceased pole barn, we decided to tackle taking that down. And after seeing the effects of Storm Dara, which was just a few weeks after we filmed this, we feel very lucky that we'd taken it down, or things could have been a lot worse. We also decided to clear a space in the downstairs of the cottage to create even more wood storage for our newly felled trees. Please, let's just ignore the Crocs and socks. Now, not ones to waste an opportunity, as we had the digger for a few days, we decided to tackle some of the access problems we had across the farm.
Is that concrete?
No, it's type 1. Like a clay and type 1 stuff.
Oh, that's good.
I think you probably had all that done.
Oh.
Ideally, we would have had a dumper to do this with too, but we had to make do with what we had and see how much of the work we could get through. But little did I know, as I was slaving away at my 9 to 5, that outside some sort of man and his dog Disney film was unfolding. I'm honestly not sure who out of the two of them was having the better day.
You're going to sit. You're going to come sit there? Sit there. you do? Coming in? Coming in. Coming up. Coming in. Come on. Pop, pop. Go. Come on. Up. Up, up, up.
Wait. Sure you don't want it to help?
What?
Sure you don't want it to help? Ooh. Woo. Oh, look, yeah, it's stone wall. See it. What do you think?
A lot of soil.
It's a great track. I feel like we've got like a whole
Really wide, isn't it?
extra bit of farm.
Yeah, it's really wide. It's quite overgrown up there still. I'm just gonna have to clear as I go with it, like dig it out as I go, I think.
What the heck is that? Oh, it's a mushroom. I thought it was a potato. Thought it was a potato. It's a mushroom. So today, because we had the digger to do the septic tank stuff, we thought we'd make the most of it and clear this track, which we have not been able to get through the entire time that we have been living here. The brambles have been taller than me.
Sorry, but you can't do that. Your arm.
What?
You just went. You're like a right knob.
So today Gav is getting to play around on his digger some more. What are we doing today? We are making the most of having the digger, and we are trying to clear the track that leads from one side of the farm to the other side, but we've never been able to get through it because the brambles have been taller than me. So we are trying to make our way through it, and yeah, that's it really. And I'm on bramble duty, which is leading to some injuries. What? I got an injury. What's funny about that?
Nothing.
It hurt.
We good?
What else can we say? So the plan for clearing the path is to go.
We're just gonna grade back with the digger, put the grading bucket on, and just sort of pull back through and clear as you pull each time.
I mean, it's so high that it's kind of impossible to do anything else. But sorry, the dog's running around there. But yeah, so push through in the digger, pull back, and then I'll cut all the kind of stragglers. We didn't actually realise this track was as wide as it is, so it's going to take a bit of work to get it clear. But obviously, the old owner must have had all the hedges laid. Is that the correct term?
Yeah.
They must have all been laid because you can still kind of see it. So, you know, one day it would be great to get that done again because it. And there's like a traditional way of doing it for this area and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, hopefully one day. Saren, what are you doing? Hopefully one day we can do that. And it'd be great. It'll look really smart here. But yeah, cool.
The track is still a little rough around the edges, and we still have quite a bit of work to do before any heavy machinery goes down there, but it certainly does make our lives a bit easier. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope this episode has opened your eyes to the thrilling world of waste disposal. And hopefully see you again next time.